Well, I'm sure we've all, at least one time or another, had an issue with an annoying neighbor. What are the things that have annoyed you the most when it comes to your neighbors?
What if you are the annoying neighbor?
Yeah, that basically could be it, too. I have a feeling on a lot of it, we are the annoying neighbor, without a doubt. I know we drive our neighbors crazy with the cars we have out front of the house.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
If you have a house and you can't park your car in front of it, what is going on in this world?
Pretty dumb.
Who cares?
Well,
why do they care if there's cars in front of your house?
Yeah, the funny thing, too, is over the weekend we noticed the one neighbor that always complains about the cars we have out there because she's like, you're not allowed to have a van. And then over the weekend...
She actually said that?
Yeah, somebody had a van that was over visiting the house, and then over the weekend she had a van parked in her driveway the entire weekend. You're like, well, just mind your own business.
Oh, that's when you drive by, go, hey!
You're just like, it's like, come on, just really... I'm fine. That's good. You have a van in your driveway. That's okay.
Anybody should be able to have any car they want in their driveway because it's their driveway.
I've always thought that.
What is this world coming to?
It's weird, man. Some of the HOA stuff.
The HOA stuff is ridiculous.
But then you got the neighbors trying to enforce every little
right.
thing. Yeah.
And these neighbors are idiots too, and they're part of the problem. If everybody lived in the neighborhood just said, you know what, we're going to let whoever wants to put their car in their driveway, however many cars they want that they own, they can put there. Or visitors. Or what if you're having a party? Who cares?
So something that should be on that list, wherever it says, or however you would explain it, to where base from their place, whether you live in an apartment.
Base from the place, yeah.
Base from the place, because you can't tell what kind of music it is. All you hear is bass, and it will shake everything. Even if you have a regular house, it can affect it.
Yeah, we've already named the top ones. The parking issues, like blocking your driveway, was number 4, and then loud music, loud voices, loud parties is 1 through 3.
Cigarette butts thrown in your yard, that should be on there.
Loud pets and loud kids is 5 and 6. So that's pretty much it. It's a lot of it has to do with noise. Aside from the parking issue, the top 6 are pretty much, top 5 at least of the 6 are noise.
The last place I was at, I had this tree right by my window, and every Saturday and Sunday morning, this family would get up super early, and this kid would just play in this tree right by my window, and you thought the end of the world was coming. 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
I know. That's kind of what happens, man.
But at an apartment, I think it's tougher that way.
It is.
They say number 7 on the list is what we just got to call them out for earlier. Not cleaning up after their dog when it does its business. The annoying thing that neighbors do. And letting their trash overflow is also in the top 10. You have that where it's just kind of like junk all over the place. And to let you know, Miami, 2nd worst city in the U.S. for annoying neighbors. So apparently South Floridians are bad at being neighbors.
Is it annoying if you look over and your neighbor is always naked?
I would think it was funny.
Me
well,
too.
that's what they got going on in Stewart right now. And we never really got a good answer on that because they've gone up there and people have called the police and said, hey, there are kids around here. And they're like, as long as they're not doing anything lewd, then they can be naked in their front area
Am I the only
of their
one
house.
That kind of blows my mind. I've always been taught that if someone sees you naked, even at your house, it's on you.
Yeah, because you got to know because you were just naked in your apartment and somebody walked by and saw you.
I walked by. I
know.
I got a note saying, close your blinds. We see you when you walk by.
But that was
naked.
just a neighbor that didn't like it. Now, their neighbors in Stewart didn't like them being naked out front. They called the authorities, and the cops come over, and they're like, nothing we can do about it. As long as they're not being lewd and perverse, then they can be naked. They have that right, apparently.
Well, I'm going to start sunbathing naked in my courtyard. Oh, I'm going to drop a lot of things, too.
I guess you can.
You can see in my courtyard from my neighbor's windows.
Okay.
You absolutely can see in.
Yeah, that's the only thing I took from that whole thing that went down in Stewart was that I guess you can do that kind of stuff.
I'm going to eat naked on my courtyard.
Yeah.
That's hot.